Let's try this again. Hi. I've been trying to do this series for a minute now and trying to get it perfect. It's just not gonna happen. I give up. I give up. I'm just gonna be real. I'm just gonna be out here because that is initially how I intended it to be anyway. So since my life is full circle, I'll explain that. I'm gonna start here. So, this is nerve-wracking, y'all. But this is the first of my series that I have been trying to do for a couple of years. It was supposed to be the kickoff to my podcast that I wanted to create, but life threw some major curveballs at me and I have to shift gears. So here we are. Welcome to my train wreck ride. Okay, so let's begin. My name is Mending, and the reason I choose that name because that's where I am in my life. I'm mending my wings so that I can fly and I can help others do the same. As a survivor of trauma, abuse, addiction, Jesus, mental health issues, medical issues, you name it. I'm just like y'all. I'm going through crap just like y'all. I'm no different than anyone else. I just did it differently. That's all. I experienced it differently. That's all. But for the most part, it's just like y'all. You know? Human. Period. But anywho, in 2002 is where my addiction took a turn to hit rock bottom. I'm grateful for that. I'm not grateful for the way it went down. But that was a journey I had to go through to get me to where I am today, to have the tools that I have, to understand how to get from the dark to the light, if that makes sense. Hopefully it will. Anywho, on December 28th of 2002, I left. I was living in a tent in Pleasant Grove. Yes, a tent for a year. 4 seasons, people. Woo! In the middle of Pleasant Grove. And the area I was in was known as a mini Skid Row, let's put it that way. That's just being nice. Or Crackville, I don't care, whatever you want to call it. But that's what it was, Crackville. I spent a lot of time there. 25 years in addiction. Wasted 25 years of my life in addiction. Messed up my credit, messed up my life, messed up my marriage, messed up my kids, messed up my family, messed up my life, and anything that was near me, associated to me, or touched me was tainted, destroyed, or ruined. Just is what it is. That's what addiction does. It destroys, period. There's nothing pretty about it. There's nothing nice about it, period. So, on that day, it was cold, it was raining, it was 1 something in the morning, about 1:30. I hit my knees in the middle of Lake June and Buckner. I was on the median, crying so hard I was trembling. So bad that anybody who drove by would have seen me shaking like the world was ending at that moment. Which it was. My life was literally changing over as I was in the process. I sat there and cried so hard and I screamed out. I said, okay, Lord, I know that we do not give ultimatums. Okay, we don't come to you and tell you how it goes. But right now, this is how it's going to go, Lord. You either take me from this earth completely, or You take me from this lifestyle and everything that goes with it. Don't just take me away from it. Take me away from it and disconnect me from all that's tied to that lifestyle. That's the only way this is going to work. I can't do it alone. I need you to help me. I need you to pick me up and put me back together. I went back to my tent. I sat there. I cried. Dawn came around. I was still there. Asked, why am I still here? What is my purpose? I mean, why am I still here? All I do is hurt people. All I do is destroy everything in my path. Why am I here? Was the question I kept asking. Through those little 4 or 5 hours, through those 8 hours of waiting, because it was 8 hours before I did the next move. So what I did was I sat there and I asked for forgiveness for all the hurtful things that I did to my children, my family, and myself. Then I asked him to help me fix the damage that I had done to myself, to my family, and mainly to my children. Well, 9 o'clock rolled around. By 9:38, I had stepped out of the bushes, walked up to a police car that pulled in, dumped my purse on the front of the car, assumed the position, you know what I mean, and said, let's go. I'm tired. I'm done. I'm done. He looked at me. He said, okay, if I take you in, you can't get out. There's no bail. You have a blue warrant. You've been on the run for a minute. We've been trying to catch you. Is this what you want to do? Is there somebody you want to call before I take you, because you're not coming home? I said, just call my mom. Just let her know I'm okay, where I'm going. Okay. I went to jail. I probably spent a year in the county waiting to go to prison, because they offered me, at the time I was probably looking at 4 sentences of 25 plus each sentence, and they wanted to run them like back to back. I was like, I'm gonna spend the rest of my fucking life in here. Are you, what? I didn't kill nobody. I'm an addict. I ain't did no major crimes other than get high all damn day, which is a crime, of it, whatever. I'm sorry. So I told the judge, I said, no, what I need is rehab. I've tried every rehab in the county, DFW, Hearst, every surrounding area, like 32 rehabs. Those 30, 60 days wasn't it. I hadn't hit rock bottom and I needed serious help. And I told him that. I said, no, I need serious help. I want to get off this dope. I want to get my life back together. I want my kids back. I want my family back. I can't do it without help. You have a program to help me. Now give it to me. Well, okay. Be careful what you ask for, because I got it. I didn't like prison. Nobody does. I don't know anybody that does. Hey, yeah, that was a great trip. No. They're lying. I don't care how many spreads you learn to make. Let's not make a cookbook, please. Let's leave that there. We'll get to that. So I went to prison. I went to a program called Safe P. Substance abuse felony punishment program. Okay. It is a drug rehab within the prison facility. You follow TDC, everything. I mean, yeah, I got in trouble in there. I'll tell that story later. Just ask whatever questions you want. But anywho, I did my time. I went in December of 2002. I didn't come home till May of 2005. Now, I got my crap together in that time, trust and believe. So, long story short, I've been clean off the drugs and alcohol since then. Um, I'm I'm sober, but yeah, my credit does not allow me to do a lot of things. And what I meant by full circle, I am a humble person. Believe me when I tell you, I am very humble and grateful for anything the Lord blesses me with. But let me tell you something. When I said full circle, people, I meant that. Because in 2002, I was in a tent. Why is it 2022? And I'm living in a tent again. But that's okay, because you know what? I own the land that it's on. I don't have to be peeking out the window or the police coming. Is that somebody over there? Ooh, shh, shh. All I gotta do now. Oh, girl, yeah, that life was horrible. Anywho, yeah, it's not what I planned, but I know this, that my faith today is way beyond my fear of what's to come or where I'm at, because I know where I was and what I've already endured. Many can't even imagine or phantom seeing my life, let alone walking in my shoes through my journey. My life is not perfect, but I tell you what, I wouldn't trade it. I wouldn't. I really, really wouldn't. I own the land I'm on, which I never thought I would own anything, especially land. Girl, please. Attic, whatever. I own my car. I am working for a home. That got messed up, but whatever. But yeah, if you're in addiction, find someone to talk to. There's always someone to listen to you and help you. Keep asking, keep talking. Don't stop, don't give up on yourself. Because I can tell you, as someone who battles suicide on a daily basis, I'm still here. And look, really, normal circumstances, I would have already gone to get high, because I'd be like, oh, fuck this. Really? Everybody's telling me no every corner I turn. Every time I try to do something or apply for something, there's a roadblock. Every time I ask for assistance, there's, oh, well, this, isn't that what your program is? It's designed for what I'm asking for. I mean, and I qualify for it. I meet the criteria, but okay, cool. So, there's the beginning. I'm gonna have more. Don't know how these are gonna go. I am very nervous to doing this, so bear with me. They will get better over time, and the stories will get better. I'm just very nervous on this one. I just wanted to get it done so you can get a gist of where I started and why I do what I do. I am a advocate for addiction, abuse, any mental health, any. Been diagnosed with PTSD, bipolar, schizoaffective, depression, anxiety. I have COPD. I have hearing loss in this side because I have a tumor in my ear. that's still there. So I don't want to do the surgery because then I can't talk. I won't have my face. But yeah, and I have epilepsy. But I don't let any of those things stop me. It's just a part of who I am. It is not what I am. It's just a part of me, if that makes sense. Oh, so thanks for letting me share. I think this one's long enough. If you have questions, please leave them in the comments. And then I can spiral from there. Y'all can help me get this somewhat organized, I guess, because I've tried, and my OCD gets out of control, and then I don't ever submit anything because it's not perfection. But in reality, there's no such thing as perfection. Flaws are actually beautiful. They're a part of you. Don't be ashamed of them. You can nurture them. You can change them and correct them, but they're still who you are. It is what it is. Thanks.